Hello, welcome to How to Love Successfully. This is a podcast for female leaders who are looking for that loving connection and making their love life as much of a success as their careers have been. Here we talk about dating successfully and creating a loving relationship. I am your host, Dr. Kovanen. I'm a registered psychologist and a conscious dating coach. For the past 15 years, I have been working with individuals and couples and help them with their relationships. I share from my personal experiences of dating. I share my observations from working with clients about what makes relationships successful and how to find the right person for you. I would love to invite you to follow this podcast to get notified of the new episodes and join my email list. You will find the link in the show notes to get dating tips and notifications of any new materials. But now let's go into this episode. Hello and welcome to this How to Love Successfully podcast. And today we are continuing the two-part series on dating anxiety. Dating anxiety is something that so many women experiences when they are dating, and I help. In fact, all of the dating coaching clients I worked with have struggled with dating-related anxiety, whether it is dating-related anxiety and then often is linked with lack of confidence. So if you experience dating anxiety, please remember that you are not alone with it. It is very common. And the signs to look out for really when we're talking about dating anxiety is that when you have any kind of dating related activity going on, perhaps you start to excessively check the dating apps, and that increases anxiety. It's very tempting. It's very exciting, but it also can be very anxiety provoking to know, has someone responded? Has someone contacted? And this can become really anxiety provoking for you. It could be that when you go on dates, you find it really difficult to relax. It could be that when someone is communicating with you, you start to get this real sense of anxiety in your body. You notice maybe butterflies in your stomach, and you may start to become quite preoccupied with thinking about what are that person's actions and so on. And as much as anyone likes to say to you, oh, you need to focus on other things and so on, what's going on in your head is that you are just really focusing on and preoccupied with thinking about the dating and what's going on with that person. And it's perhaps quite difficult for you to know what is going on in that dating scenario, and it's really difficult to even trust your judgment because you're not sure whether this is perhaps linking to your previous experiences or is that linking with what's going on in this situation with this person. This episode is more focused on how have I helped my clients to overcome dating related anxiety. So typically, the sort of scenarios that my clients have found difficult are whether it is going on dates and feeling confident there, or having this dating anxiety straight away as soon as there is any kind of interaction, and having this urge to start putting a lot of effort into investing in that a little bit of interaction. And this can be really disturbing, can start to impact your ability to do other things and so on. And it may be that in your other areas of your life, at work, you are mostly very confident, and even in your other relationships, you may feel that those are going well. But when it comes to dating, this anxiety is really uncomfortable and maybe hindering your life and even the process of finding the right relationship for you. So it's really important to address it. And my background comes from doing therapy. So whilst I offer dating coaching, it's not really therapy, but we use therapeutic tools to address certain things that are hindering your dating life and finding the right relationship for you. So first of all, what we need to do is to make sure that your self-love practices are top-notch, that you are doing everything to fill your own cup first. So let's talk about that. So what are you currently doing to make yourself feel good, to give yourself the love that you really want? Are you doing any ways that help you to know your feelings? Are you doing maybe journaling to understand your feelings and thoughts and bodily sensations? Are you doing any breath work, any meditating, any mindfulness practice that helps you to regulate your nervous system and helps you to be more grounded in the here and now? Are you doing self-compassion work and treating yourself like your best friend? Or are you being self-critical and questioning yourself? When you are, for example, then dating, you can address some of the questions that may come up. There may be behind dating anxiety, there's often the worry of, am I good enough? And I have in the previous episodes talked about practices for healthy self-esteem and what that means and so on. So it is really important to build a healthy self-esteem that is not based on your achievements, looks, or any kind of external things, but it is about appreciating all of you with warts and all, and appreciating yourself with love and seeing yourself as valuable human, just as you are, without having to change anything. And of course, in dating, attraction is a part of it. And often this is a question that women ask themselves and turn to, especially if they're feeling quite insecure inside. It's about, the first thing is to think about, okay, if I put more makeup on, if I paint my nails, if I'm more attractive, I have a new haircut, all of that kind of stuff, if that will help me to be more attractive. What helps you to be more attractive in the eyes of another person is when you feel the best. If doing that, having your nails done, helps you to feel good within yourself, yes, that helps, but that is not the thing that will change how you feel about yourself. Have you got a dating dilemma? Are you wondering what is stopping you from finding love? If you haven't heard yet, I have free 30-minute dating clinic consultations available every month. And during these meetings, I will ask you specific questions to help you to figure out what is stopping you from finding love. You will leave with clarity and a plan how to move forward in finding love for you. You can find the details in the show notes, and I would love to see you there. Let's go now back to the episode. Last time, in the last episode, I alluded to the fact that often it is perhaps experiences previous relationships that have left you feeling anxious. Perhaps you were in a relationship with someone and their behavior over time gave you the message that you were not worthy. And this sort of tapped into your insecurities. And this insecurity gets activated when you are now dating. So what I then help my clients to do is actually to do EMDR processing. So EMDR is taken from trauma therapy, but actually there are these adult experiences. For example, if your previous relationship maybe ended in a bad way, or you were treated badly, or something like that, then this may have left you feeling really insecure. And what we can do is to go back and reprocess certain key experiences And this will allow you to then operate from the here and now, rather than your brain always being hijacked by that old experience. It could well be that maybe in your teenage years, when maybe you had a crush on someone, but that other person was not interested in you. Or it could be that maybe you were bullied in your teenage years. And this has left you always questioning about your worth. So in these negative experiences, we can go back and process, even though we are doing coaching. So we can go back and address these specific areas. And when the unprocessed feelings are processed again, that part of you will be healed, and you are able to operate from the present day instead of being always hijacked by the earlier experience. So it is really important to address some of these negative experiences, because otherwise they just keep keeping you in the anxiety loop. And potentially what can even happen if you don't address the relationship anxiety is that it keeps continuing over time. And as much as, of course, I encourage you to do all of those self-love practices, but we can even quicker then address the underlying cause of the anxiety. And when you add then also the self-love to it, it becomes a more complete package of helping you to overcome the dating anxiety. So if that is something that you are interested in, my dating coaching program is at present, when I'm recording this, it's a 12-week program. It's a one-to-one bespoke program where we address what is stopping you from finding love. And if indeed it is the dating anxiety, a lot of times it is, then we will figure out what is the best way for you to resolve that, and for you to be able to receive love and know who is the right person for you. So if you are interested in getting more help with your dating anxiety, we can absolutely do that. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. You take care now, and see you. If you learn something new, please leave a review. That way other women like you can hear about this and learn, and also build a beautiful relationship. And please remember, give yourself the love you want first, and then you will attract the right person and the right relationship.